We got to get into some of these close games. We appreciate you guys here watching with us. We got some of these. Yo, real quick, Pittsburgh wins in overtime after what? 4 missed kicks in overtime. Nobody wanted to win this daggone game.
Worst overtime game known to man.
Like, come on.
How does it go down to the last seconds of overtime?
Right. Like, come on, guys. What are y'all doing? Yo, now shout out to TJ Watt. Tore his pec muscle, and I believe he might be done for the year. Oh, so, no. Sydney, if you're in there or anybody else knows, let me know if that's confirmed, if he is done for the year. But yeah, tore his pec muscle in the game. Played an amazing game. Sacked, maybe a couple sacks. Got an interception. I mean, deflected it. I mean, and Najee down too.
Let's get the question out there because, we got mad Pittsburgh fans, Sean. Mad
oh, yeah. Very true. Very true.
Let's talk football. So we need to get this question out there. Does it make you feel like Pittsburgh is going to be good without Big Ben? Or does it make you feel like Joe Burrow just didn't have a good game?
As long as you got Tomlin, you're going to be solid, okay? That defense.
Defensively.
Yeah. That defense is elite with all of those members. If you don't have Watt, if you don't have Hayward, you're going to struggle. Micah Fitzpatrick, second play of the game, gets a pick 6. I mean, he got paid this year, and he's balling out. So shout out to him. He's trying to play for that, top corner and the, top secondary player in the league.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, the defense without those players.
Burrows had a bad game.
They shut him down. And it was crazy because they said he had more O-line. They got Lyle Collins from y'all. He got more O-linemen, which was the big issue from a year ago. Oh.
I'm going to take Lyle. Oh, fine. Yeah. Fine. I'm over it.
But they were still getting to him. They popped on the first play of the game. Burrow went down. So he played a poor game, but he was able to bring them back. So what are we saying about him? Is it that he played the poor game or he was still able to keep fighting?
But there's got to be something going on with the offensive line, Sean. He was the most sacked quarterback last year.
Yeah.
Most sacked on the ground quarterback last year.
Yeah.
You mentioned it. We got new pieces. What is the problem?
I don't know.
What is the actual problem?
Christina said he might not be out the entire season. Okay, good. Please, hopefully he gets back. Look,
looking at a dynamic defensive player too.
All right, right. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is with that offensive line. Maybe it's that they run a lot of long developing plays because they're trying to get the ball deep to Jamar Chase. They're trying to get Higgins and them open, and they need it. But it's still, it begs why? Why is it you said you got all these different pieces and it's still the same problem as before? I mean, how much can we put on the Steelers D, which was elite? Don't get it twisted. But how much?
Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted.
Yo, but yeah, here you go, Kyle Yacy. The problem is simple: chemistry. Maybe that is it.
That is very true. Now, with that statement being out there, do you think that it was just overreaction? Are we really thinking that Burrows? Are we thinking that they're not going to be able to do what they did last year? Is it now that Burrows is going to have to play catch up every game because the offensive line is just getting him so beat up that he's just going to have to make it work with what he's going to do? Or do you think that's going to be able to sustain?
Well, look, for most of the game, they had to play the whole of Pittsburgh's defense, which was playing a top 5 form. Okay. They were playing elite. He's not going to have to deal with that all season long. So I think Burrow's going to be fine. As long as you got Chase, as long as you got Mixon, one of the top 5 running backs in the league, I think as long as you have those weapons on offense, you'll be fine. We'll see what happens on defense if they can hold it, because we know kind of how the game got started, and they were letting it up for Mitch. And Mitch was looking so. So we got to, check them. We don't know about Jesse Bates or whatever, but definitely, we're going to see that O-line. That O-line, we know they're new, but they're going to have to prove it.
You're right. It's about the chemistry. Now, are we saying that Steelers are going to be in it? Like, are they back?
Hey, cut out all that Stairway to 7 stuff. Now, I'm not saying all that. I do say let's figure out what's going on. I know they had an injury with Cam Hayward. TJ Watt obviously has the injury. Let's see how long they're out. Minka was controlling there was no fly zone back there. He was controlling the secondary. But let's see what they can do. And let's see what Mitch can do. Can Mitch, show out? Because he looked subpar in that game. And Cincinnati's defense ain't great.
That is a very true statement. Can he
first game of the season
show out? I mean, are you willing to? I can't even believe we're asking this. Are we willing to put faith in Mitchell Trubisky?
I know. That's the crazy part. Look, Taylor said she thinks I think since he's an 8-9 team.
Ooh.
I mean, woof.
Coming from being that high, and I'm not inclined, and I love me some Joe Burrow. I'm not inclined to disagree. Yeah. If this is what we're seeing now, if this is literally what we're witnessing right now, I can only imagine. I can really only imagine. I'm saying, like, what can the season look like if you're playing a Steelers team who's literally trying to get themselves together? I mean, what is it really looking like?
Right. Lena said, she said, I think they outperformed themselves last year. Look, we gonna have to see what happens, man. We're gonna have to see who shows up coming into it. This game, we can't really sit here and tout one side or the other. One side came back, but missed the extra point to win, to take over. Then we go to overtime, and nobody wanted to sit there and get it to the very last second when Boswell hits a 55-yarder for the W. So we'll see if this is any indication of what it's going to be like in the AFC North. It's going to be a bloodbath, back and forth. So we shall see. We shall see. Yo, my guy Kyle Yacy's in the comments. So we got to talk about how the team he doesn't like, the New Orleans Saints, come back after being down 26-10 and beat Atlanta 27-26. Janae, on one half,
Atlanta all week was going to win. All week I was confident in Atlanta pulling this game off, and New Orleans comes back and wins.
They got him. I don't know what to say, man. Because look, it was 26-10. I'm sitting here ready to say Atlanta's back. Mariota looks good. I mean, his arm was popping, man. He was hitting it. Cordero Patterson running the ball.
Went away. It went away. All of it went away. You just let New Orleans slowly inch their way back. But the fact that they got London, man, that boy, London is nice.
Yeah, London is solid. Him and Pitts, those last two solid first-round picks that they got, they proved to be legitimate. I mean, they're balling out.
Balling out. But okay, so what you willing to say about the Saints? Are the Saints, you know what I'm saying, just a beginning of the game slump, and now they back? We do got somebody saying they love the Saints. I'm pretty sure that's
Cat. That's Cat. That's Cat.
That's Cat that loves the Saints. But I mean, are we willing to say that the Saints are going to be legit? Is Jameis Winston vindicated? Is he?
Yeah, right. That's the thing, though, because for most of that time when they were down 26-7, most of that first two quarters for sure, and then third quarter, the Saints, Jameis didn't look good. No. And in fact, it wasn't until Taysom Hill started coming in there and doing that gimmicky, type stuff, and he gets the one, the sweep off to the right, and then they ended up getting him in the end zone. He's what rejuvenated that offense and got them going. You got Ingram running the ball. You got Kamara, which I was very surprised to see, but you got him doing it. But before that, I mean, Jameis wasn't getting it done. He was getting shut down. He was
doing nothing, and then was able to literally just come on back.
Yeah.
But I do think it's Tyreek Hill, those special plays that they add in, Alvin Kamara doing his thing. Once all cylinders clicked, they were able to do it. They came back 26-0, Sean.
Yeah, they were down 26-10. No, 26-10. They were down, and the fact they came back, Michael Thomas, 2 touchdowns after not playing a year ago.
Wasn't it still at that point? What was it, 21-0? Well, I mean, they were still up.
Yeah, they had him up. Yeah, they had him down real early. Yeah, it was rough.
Are you willing to say either one of those teams are going to be top 10 this year?
I think they're going to be bad. I think they're both 8-9 teams. 8-9, 9-8. Back and forth like that. I just don't see anything major. And my thing is with the Falcons, do we end up seeing Mariota for the whole year, or does that backup Desmond Ridder come in?
Oh, that's a good question. That is a good question. Look, Kyle said definitely not.
Definitely not. Kyle says we're a playoff team. Kyle, shout out to Kyle because we're doing an NFC South talk. It's going to be an interesting little show.
That's definitely going to be interesting. A South talk. Man, I don't know too many people that talk about the South. So I'll be definitely tuning into that one.
Oh, absolutely. Ridder will be in. Hey, we will see. We will see. Hey, Kyle, is Cordero Patterson, is he your running back? Is he your main running back? Because this number 84 at running back is interesting. Can y'all draft a running back, please? we gotta keep this thing rolling. We're gonna move on. Chargers, and who I'm considering the MVP this year, Mr. Justin Herbert. Hold off your Raiders 24-19. And somebody came back to his old team, Mr. Khalil Mack, 3 sacks. How do you feeling about that, man? To see him on the in what blue and the yellow? How that feel?
It makes me sick seeing that great player doing what he's doing. Oh man, at the end of the day, I feel like Khalil Mack, come on home. Go on back home, because they never should have got rid of you in the first place. And the fact that they did means that they're stupid or crazy.
Wow.
But I really have the Raiders being one of the tops of the division. Ooh. I do think that they played the Chargers. It was a hard game, but I still think the Raiders are going to be something legit. Mark, you heard it here first. They're going to be legit. I just think that the first game was just not what I needed it to be, but I thought they were actually in the thing.
Right. Well, they did come back. I mean, they were down 24-10, but it just looked rough. One thing that did not look rough is that connection, Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. My goodness.
Woo!
Wow.
Devontae is still the man, y'all.
Yeah, he's the man.
I don't even understand how you even take the risk of getting rid of a player like that.
Right.
Don't even get it. But like you said, you're not able to finance an Aaron Rodgers and a Devontae Adams. It just can't work. Devontae's going to want top tier money. And if you give Devontae what he's worth, you ain't going to have no money to be able to go anywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You saw what happened.
On both ways. I understand it, but you're right. That connection between Devontae Adams, man, it makes me, I'm weirded out by seeing him in a Raiders jersey.
Right. It doesn't feel right. And it's kind of weird. And every time he catches it, you're like, okay, all right, great job. I think.
Wow, Devontae freaking Adams with the Raiders. But hey, I'm not counting the Raiders out, man. I'm not counting the Raiders out. But I will say, man, the Chargers are on a projection. They're getting better. They're doing better. And Herbert, man, he's fighting for that. He's fighting for the MVP of the year too.
I'm trying to tell you, he's good. He's got the talent. We've been talking about him. The defense have been struggling with injuries and everything. You got Derwin James. You got Bosa. You got Khalil Mack there. J.C. Jackson at corner. That defense is elite. If they can play up to their ability, there he is. There it is.
The Chargers will be contenders.
Oh yeah. Kyle says Carr is not the answer. I don't know. I think Carr is, man. Carr got him.
I don't know, man. And I've been riding for Carr, man. I've been riding for Carr. But okay. So I will say this: if Carr cannot do it this year, this is the year. You have Devontae Adams. You can't slack. This is the year where Carr needs to finally show the world if he can do it or not. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying I'm not out on the Raiders and I'm not out on Carr, but I feel like this is the do or die season for him.
I can see that.
It's got to be the do or die season. You've been having Carr riding with him all this time, and he ain't got you nowhere. So let's see if he can do it this year with Devontae Adams. That's one of those receivers that's once in a lifetime. Yeah. Let's see what he can do, and then I'll make the decision on whether Carr got to go. But he can do it.
Yeah, Carr is probably on the QB that's on the hottest seat. Yeah. I mean, look, we can go back to his early years when he blew up the league, was dominating, had y'all at 14-2, and then breaks his leg in the last game of the year, and then you go into the playoffs and you lose the first round. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like we know the talent he has, and now like you said, you have Evans out or Adams out there. You got Waller, you got Jacobs, Hunter Renfrow, one of the best most underrated receivers in the game.
Stout offense. There's no excuses. That's why I said this year is a do or die, bro. If he can't do it this year, I don't think it can get done. And they paid a lot of money for Devontae Adams.
They did.
In order for it to work, he's gonna have to do his thing.
He's gonna have to figure it out.
Thanks for watching. If you like that clip, be sure to check out the other great content from the Let's Talk Football community. And as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when more great content like this becomes available.